In the last 5 years, we've had massive releases across all different genres that have changed the way people view video games, with one of the biggest releases of this year dropping just last week, that being Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. A game said to have over 100 hours of gameplay for just a first playthrough, and yes, lots of people will enjoy putting that many hours into a game such as that. However, in this age of gaming with storytelling becoming so complex that I basically have to pull a Charlie Day just to explain it all, there will come a gem that, while simplistic in its design and concept, can still bring about an amazing gaming experience. And that is how I felt playing today's game, Berserk Boy. Hello, I'm Lani, and this is my review of Berserk Boy, a side-scrolling action platformer created by Berserk Boy Games, whom I'm very grateful to for providing me with an early review copy to create this video. All opinions and talking points you'll hear throughout the video are all my own thoughts and experiences from playing. Without further ado, let's get into it. I first heard about Berserk Boy on social media, primarily Twitter, and from the very beginning I was captivated. It reminded me of classic MegaMan and retro side-scrolling games from my childhood, so I knew this would be something I enjoyed, and I am so happy to say that I wasn't disappointed. We start the game and immediately meet our main character Kay, hanging out with his best friend Dizzy in New Hope City on a very normal and uneventful day. That is, till Dizzy detects a strange energy reading and believes it to be an orb known as a Berserk orb. The two go to investigate, only to be separated due to an attack on the city, and along the way, Kay finds a talking bird with a strange aura around it named Fiore. The two of them go to find Dizzy, only to run into the main villain of this tale, Dr. Genos, who reveals his master plan to take over the world, and Fiore tries to stop him. He fails, and not wanting to see innocent people hurt, Kay quite literally throws himself in the line of fire, and either by dumb luck or sheer will, fuses with the Berserk orb and makes a swift escape from the area. With assistance from Fiore, the commander of the Resistance, and Dr. Quinn, Kay and Fiore set about fighting the rest of the Berserk orbs and stopping Dr. Genos before it's too late. Despite the very simple and straightforward plotline, the writing here is very well executed, filled with many wonderful puns that made me enjoy having such a straightforward objectives as opposed to the divergence of modern gaming storytelling that requires me to do a bunch of side quests before allowing me to continue the main objective. It's a breath of fresh air, and it was a real pleasure to play through this story. Before starting your playthrough, upon creating your save file for the very first time, you are given two game mode options, Modern and Retro. Modern lets you keep playing with an unlimited number of lives, whilst Retro gives you a set amount of lives, and once you burn through all those, it's game over. For anyone familiar with MegaMan or retro platformers as a whole, this will be an incredibly familiar concept to you. However, if you are new to this genre, I'd recommend you start on Modern, especially if you are going to be going down the completionist route, as you'll be trying out different ways to get yourself that juicy high score as well as find other objectives within each zone. Oh, you want to know how to go about that? Well, let's dive right into what you're here to see the gameplay, and I'll explain it all. There are 5 main zones within the game, each having 3 levels with a boss encounter in the final area, which upon defeating gives you a new Berserk power. There are 5 different Berserk orbs in total, each with their own elemental power: lightning, fire, earth, ice, and air. Each orb has its own unique abilities, only usable when Kay is channeling that orb. Whenever you wish to switch orbs, you can use either the right thumbstick or use the right bumper button followed by the right thumbstick to the orb you wish to channel. Each time you use an attack or an ability from an orb, you'll use up energy, as you can see in the top left corner here. So any of you gamers that love to mash that one button with a super powerful move to cheese through enemy encounters, yeah, that won't work out too well, and you will be seeing that death animation so often it will haunt your dreams. Moving right along, controlling Kay as well as his fast-paced movements feels very smooth and intuitive, especially when you are chaining combos together as you bounce off one enemy after another. Each zone will take you around 5 to 7 minutes for a casual run through without exploration or checking for hidden areas within the level. In between levels, you'll be able to run around the command center to talk to NPCs, upgrade your abilities and resources, but most important of all, you can pet this adorable puppy. At the end of each level is a rank system which is determined by the following factors: the amount of energy orbs collected, how many times you die, and what your biggest combo was. Each of these is tallied up as you can see here, giving you a rank between E being the lowest and S at the highest. For the completionists out there, you also need to complete 2 additional tasks to fully complete a level. Find all the Resistance members and all Berserk medals. Each level will take a minimum of 2 playthroughs, so be sure to pace yourself and revisit any levels you have not completed, as some of these objectives are not doable until certain orbs have been unlocked. Soundtracks are an important part of the gaming experience and help immerse the player in the world in which they are in. The Berserk Boys soundtrack is definitely a highlight for me. The game's soundtrack is an absolute jam that I found myself dancing to in multiple times during my 15 hours of game time, even when some levels would take me over 10 minutes looking for that last pesky collectible. I mean, how can you not love this? For some of you keen listeners, you may recognize the composition of the music in each section. Well, that is because Berserk Boys Studios worked with T. Lopez, a successful and well-regarded song cook. His words, not mine, okay? Known for his work on 2017's Sonic Mania, 2022's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, upcoming game Metal Slug Tactics, and many more. The caliber of talent a part of this project just shines through in every aspect, but for me, the music is such an important factor that I am incredibly glad they took the time to craft this out, and I honestly wish I could add this to my Spotify library. Berserk Boy is a wonderful game that brings together classic retro platforming with an amazing soundtrack and smooth controls to the modern era that I know will bring about much nostalgia for gamers of retro past. We also give the next generation to appreciate the genres that led up to some of their favourite titles becoming what they are today. So with that being said, I give Berserk Boy an 8 out of 10. Once again, thank you to Berserk Boy Studios for the review code. Please go buy yourselves the game. It is available on Steam and the Nintendo eShop. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care!